Hello again, this is my term 2 vlog, or my second set of work vlog. I don't know why I call them terms, because they haven't been really called terms by anyone else here, just by me, but, you know, that's okay, that's how it goes. Term 2 was mostly spent on organising our big play for the mid-year, when Sun and Moon collide. So we had a lot of work on developing physical theatre pieces for that. And that was pretty much the term's work. We were just coming up with ideas and brainstorming and stuff.
What are you doing?
I am recording a vlog for my journal. We were pretty much just coming up with ideas and then linking them all together, like looking at moments in the play and thinking, ooh, we could insert something there and that would be nice. And funnily enough, I am recording this at the end of the year. Same t-shirt, same day. But, you know, I've got all the information I need, and so I'm just recording about it. Like, we're doing some of those pieces for graduation, and it's interesting to take another look at them now, and look back and go, ooh, that was nice, but we could have linked it into this way. It's cool. I enjoy it, you know? Well, that whole connection thing is quite fun. As you can tell from my first blog test, where I connected everything through words. So, some of the pieces that we were involved in, that I was involved in, there was this bit we did where we built a mountain, a rolling mountain that went from completely off the stage, first up onto the stage, then up like about shoulder height, and then took it back down again and then out, which was really cool because I was involved in like a couple of different bits with that, bracing myself against the stage to climb up my back, pairing up with someone else and actually forming a steady platform where normally you would be off balance. Like pretty much I was leaning like that, like that's my upper body, that's my legs and stuff. But there was someone else locked in there, so we actually formed a solid platform that you could put a lot of weight on and carry. And so we actually managed to have someone sitting on there for it was about a minute and a half, which is quite cool. Other physical theatre pieces I was involved in was a haka, which was at the climax of the play, and so that was pretty much just a bit of rako work, bit of strong vocals, stuff like that, and then afterwards getting split up and then going into like a, I think they called it like a fiery flock, where we were just scatter. Oh, it was a fiery scatter. Yes, that was the exact name we called it. Where we were just running all over the place and all over the stage, all of us, and then like jumping over people and diving under people and stuff. And I wasn't very good at it when we started. I actually ended up hurting someone when I tried to stop. I bought a maneuver halfway through, which kind of sucked. But yeah, and then like we'd been running this like scatter, and then after we came from the scatter we started into the next scene, and that was pretty cool. And there was a bit in the next scene as well where we all formed up in like lines down the side of the stage and then formed like a with our rako like handrails almost. So we almost created steps out of the cafe, which I quite enjoyed. I reckon like even though it was a small bit, just watching everyone do their different ways of organising stuff. Like someone actually had their rako held up like this, and it formed like a line across here, and it formed like almost a doorway, and that was quite cool. And the rako was almost a key prop. It was a key prop for us. It was used pretty much in every single bit of devised. What's the word for it? Devised scene, pretty much. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but that'll do. Devised section that we had. So there was like the mountain, we had it actually forming up parts of the mountain. With that, we had it forming like doorways and stuff like that. So we used the rako both as it was supposed to be used and as other things as well, which was quite cool. We also used it to form my prison cell. I was in prison at the very first scene, sitting on a chair, which I think was Joe, and then I had like 4 other people around me forming up prison walls, and so I did a scene from inside this prison cell, interacting with the walls, the rako, the people, the chair, and I quite enjoyed that. like just having that little bit of, this is your space. You've got these lines. Now work your magic. Like that was cool. That was enjoyable for me. And that was all very good and stuff. And then the very first scene we had, like actually our intro, we had this bit where I formed a bridge. So I planted myself up on my hands like this, and then I rested my feet on the back of Rosie, and we formed a bridge, and people either jumped over or dived under, and it was all crazy. And then I stood up and I caught people. That reminds me of a golden moment, a fantastic golden moment. I was, because there are odd numbers in the class, sometimes Tahi has to jump up and, give a hand. And that's cool. I enjoy that, because Tahi can be quite knowledgeable, as it turns out, for a teacher. Who would have guessed? That was sarcasm, by the way. But there was this moment where everyone was doing running at each other and catching each other. So, like, imagine this is like someone's arm or something. Like, run around, catch, throw back. And me and Tahi were working together at the stage, and Tahi just bolted at me. Like, everyone else was sort of running, but I don't think at that stage we knew that exactly you could bolt it and get caught. So she bolted at me and I just caught her, just pushed her back, and she said, "Alright, you bolt at me." So after a couple of goes where I kept, like, not knowing exactly where to put my arms at the time, and ended up like running up like this, I ran, I bolted, and she actually still managed to stop me. And that was a real key moment for me, because that made me realize that it doesn't matter exactly like what your body makeup is or whatever, whether you're heavy, whether you're not. People can still do stuff with you, and like, sure, if you're a big guy like me, you're more likely than not from the base of objects, but you can still do those fast-paced running, catching, lift moments as well. And we proved that when we did, when me and Regan, another golden moment, me, Regan and Nathan all teamed up, and we managed to do this lift of Regan. And so I was on one side holding up Regan, and Nathan was on the other side holding up Regan. We just lifted him right up, carried him all the way forward to the stage. And like, that was another key moment. Like, it doesn't matter if you are a bigger guy like me, or like a more heavily built guy like Regan. Like, it doesn't actually matter. And so that was a key learning moment for me. I was like, okay, I can still do this stuff. And I guess that's probably been a little bit what physical theatre is about. Just learning that, I'm not limited by, like, anything really. I can do it if I put my mind to it and I work out a way to do it. So that was really exciting for me. Anyway, I've talked for a wee while now. I think that was about it. I don't think there was anything else. If there is, I'll make a touch-up blog in a minute or two. Don't worry about it. So that was definitely something I enjoyed. And yeah, I will be seeing you soon. Bye!